Well, since I can't ride, I might as well cook. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ziggy. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can get Ziggy with it. Coming to you from the backyard, and it's a little windy today, but that's okay because we're smoking and the smells will get everywhere. Alright, here we are taking the exit for Washington, Louisiana, where we're gonna watch the Saints beat the Eagles. Me and my boy Bull and whoever else shows up at the place where we're going. I figured I would take the opportunity, though, to take you by where I had my motorcycle crash and show you how it happened as much as I can show you. Alright, here we go. This would be leaving Washington, going north. And here's the campground that I had turned into to make my U-turn. Gotta put the camera down because I can't navigate with my left arm. This is where I entered, and then instead of continuing down the road there to the parking lot over at the clubhouse, I decided to just come down here, and I must not have come any further than this, and then turned left. And it was somewhere here that I crashed because I went in the grass instead of staying on stuff that was dry. And I'm not exactly sure where I fell, but it was somewhere around right here. That's right, I'm about to try gumbo for the first time in my life. I'm gonna try to kind of follow the recipe from Cajun Ninja, but I'm not going to be that strictly following it. And these are not really the ingredients I would normally use, but I was in Texas and I love H-E-B. So I got my sausage from there and my roux, which is a brand I had never heard of before, Carries. But what the heck, we'll give it a shot. And the Richard's seasoning. What I really wanted to use was Reggie's from Reggie's Soul Food. But I haven't been able to make it over there to pick up his stuff, which is very low sodium. But Ziggy, this is supposed to be a motovlogging channel, not a cooking show. Well, you know what? It's my channel. I do what I want. Besides, I can't ride all the time, so there are going to have to be times that you'll just have to put up with my regular life. Just a couple of days ago, I had the windows open. But today, it's 42 degrees and it's supposed to get down to about 33 overnight. Earlier today, the trees were thrashing around like they were angry because the wind was blowing so hard. It's calmed down some, but the temperature is still dropping. It's so cold that I broke out the slippers. Ooh, the trees look like they got angry again. First, we're going to smoke the chicken. Now, filming is going to be a little tricky since I'm one-handed and I can't find my tripod. But we're going to get the fire started. My wood is a couple of years old, so I decided to soak it a little bit and see if that helps it smoke real nice. So while the coals are heating up, let's go prepare the chicken. Okie dokie, let's put the chicken out. right, chicken's on the grill. Let's put in a smoke log. All right, here is where we find out if I can do this just like the Cajun Ninja. Shoo! Paya! Well, I guess I'm not a ninja. The other thing I wanted to inform you about is my gargantuan amounts of vegetables. It's probably about double what most people would use for a gumbo, but I'm not a vegetable guy. About the only time I ever eat vegetables is when they're on a hamburger. But I figured I would double up the amount for my gumbo, so that way at least I'll get some vegetables. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. One thing that I just discovered is that with my broken arm, just chopping up the vegetables takes a lot out of me. It starts with the pain of the broken arm, but that leads to fatigue. So it's really kicking my butt just to chop up the vegetables. I mean, I would have really preferred if my Ninja chop would have worked, but I believe we've showed that I just don't have that ninja power. Now that I've done all the chopping that I intend to do with vegetables, it's time to get things started. And I wasn't even gonna start chopping up any garlic, so I'm gonna take the easy way out and do it this way. Now, my plan is to get everything started in that pot, but if it's not big enough, I'll switch to that pot. So we'll see how that goes. Well, I guess the roux had been on the store shelf for a while because it was separated and it was really hard to get out of the jar. But hopefully it's going to work. Yeah, it really doesn't look like the Ninja's gumbo. I guess I just did too many vegetables for the amount of roux that I have. So I'm going to add some chicken broth to get it started. Still vegetables only, but you can see they're at least covered. Here's the chicken smoked with Richard's Cajun seasoning, and it came out very salty, so that makes me really glad that when I get my stock and my broth, I always get unsalted if it's available. So that's what's going in here. And also we're putting in the HEB 3-pepper sausage. I hope it's good. This is half of the sausage. You might think I'm cutting it up pretty small, and I am. Most people like to put it in slices, but I like to chunk it up like this so that I can get a little piece of everything in every bite. So I moved the main pot to the back so that I could sear these, and they are searing nicely, and I've tasted them, they do taste nice. So it looks like I made the right choice with my sausage, even though it's not Cajun. Now that I have all the sausage in along with all the vegetables, I am running out of room, especially since I still have to put in the chicken and some more broth and some water. So we're going to be switching to the big pot. Now that I have all of the ingredients in, I'm bringing it to that final boil before letting it simmer for an hour. And it turns out it's like just a little bit higher than the pot I originally started with, but the diameter is smaller, so it may have fit in the other pot, but it would have been all the way to the brim. I can't wait to dig into this. All right, rice is ready. Time to eat. Oh yeah, looks pretty good. But unfortunately, I can't let you know live because I'm crippled and I can't find my tripod. Dang it, forgot to add something. So, I guess you want to know how the gumbo turned out. Just walk with me to the mailbox and I'll tell you all about it. It came out great. I couldn't stop eating it, and I've been eating it like 2 meals a day ever since I made it. Now, keep in mind that I did not do it exactly the way anybody else or even the Cajun Ninja did it, but the Cajun Ninja is the one who inspired me to actually go ahead and do it. And one thing, well, I'll start from the beginning and give you the whole rundown. I did not use the rotisserie chicken like the Cajun Ninja did. I had some chicken breast that I smoked, and I used Richard seasoning on it. And the reason I picked Richard's was because it was the cheapest one at the store. And as soon as I took the chicken off of the smoker, I discovered that it is really salty, but I use a lot of it because I use it more like a rub, and I completely coat the chicken with it. And also for that reason, I never added any more seasoning, not even salt. And I used, of course, the non-salted broth and stock when I made it. Now, another thing I did differently was I used less stock and less water. And that means that my gumbo turned out a bit thicker than a normal gumbo. It wasn't quite the soupy consistency, but it wasn't as thick as gravy either. And I liked it. I liked that I also had a bit of a heavy roux flavor to it. Some of you might not like that, but I did. And I would do it the same again. I probably, since I used a whole jar of roux, it probably ended up being quite a bit more than what normal people would use in their gumbo, but I liked the flavor. And it was plenty salty enough, it was plenty spicy enough. The Richards did a good job. And I was surprised. I was expecting to not like it at all because it was the cheapest. But it was good. But there was also something that was really unexpected with this experiment. Let's see, I spent probably $7 or $8 on chicken. Let's call it $8. $5 on the sausage. So that's $13. The roux was, I don't remember, probably $1. So let's call it $14. $1 in celery, $15. $2 of onions, $17. $2 of bell peppers, $19. The rest of the ingredients I already had on hand, so I can't really give an estimate on what those cost. So, less than $20 for this gumbo, and I've been eating on it for over a week now. Now, you might not like to eat the same thing every day, every meal, but it was fine for me. It was good. It was nutritious. I didn't need anything else. And when you make a lot like that, I mean, that was 8 or 10 meals. And if I would have used as much water and stock as other people, then it would have gone even farther. So the unexpected bonus is it's really cheap, so you can eat a lot of meals for very little money when you're making gumbo. I did not expect that. So there you have it, the gumbo experiment, and it was good. It worked out great. I would do it again, and I recommend that you do it too, because it really wasn't hard. The hardest part was chopping everything up. Okay, so do it. Don't be scared of it. And I'm glad you watched. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can get Ziggy with it. Look at that. I can even raise my arm this high now. How about that? Yeah.